forces in the region. So in line with Ariel's reporting, we are seeing this interesting movement of U.S. aircrafts in the region. To discuss it more, we're joined now by Jason Brodsky, the Policy Director of United Against Nuclear Iran, joining us from Washington, D.C. Jason, great to have you with us on the rundown as always. Now, just in line with Ariel's reporting, we are seeing this movement of U.S. aircraft specifically to the Diego Garcia Air Base in the Indian Ocean. What does this mean as far as possible preparations for some sort of a U.S. strike against Iran, or is this all more of a deterrence move?
Well, it's great to be with you. I think it's both. I do think that the president is trying to develop a credible military threat against the Iranian nuclear program, and that involves very public warnings of potential U.S. military action against Tehran, the repositioning of assets in the theater, and other similar measures, joint exercises as well. Let's not forget that. And also the U.S. has an opportunity to strike Iranian assets amid the ongoing volley with the Houthis in the Red Sea. So all of this is meant to sharpen the choices in Tehran as it relates to potential U.S. and/or Israeli military action against its nuclear program.
So without then also any air bases in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, what countries might the United States have to rely on more, specifically here in Israel or other countries in the region, if they are going to take this major step in striking Iran?
Well, I think the United States has very advanced capabilities. Let's not forget that. That's an important point. As Ariel mentioned, this line from Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, and other traditional U.S. Arab partners is nothing new. Let's not forget that in April and October, amid the direct strike by Iran on Israel, the Saudis and others let it be known that they would not allow the U.S. and Israel to use their airspace amid those ongoing volleys between Israel and Tehran. However, Saudi Arabia and its other partner and U.S.'s other partners in the region did provide intelligence and other kinds of assistance amid defeating those attacks from Tehran against Israel. So Saudi Arabia and the U.S. Gulf Arab allies are trying to walk a careful balance in hedging to protect their own interests. They're very focused on Vision 2030, especially in Saudi Arabia, and the desire to avoid any hostility with Iran. And at the same time, though, they have provided intelligence and other cooperation to the United States behind the scenes as it relates to these ongoing campaigns against Tehran. There was no love loss between Saudi Arabia and the other Arab monarchies and Tehran. There were historic issues there. There's an absence of trust. However, they are looking out to protect their own interests because they saw the lack of an American response in 2019 when Iran tried to take out Saudi energy infrastructure, and there was no U.S. response. And that was a watershed moment, really, in really recalibrating many of the Saudi and Emirati positions regarding Iran. And so that's important, and it looms large as the context in these positions that are being taken now.
Jason, today we also saw the United States issued some fresh Iran-related sanctions targeting 6 entities, 2 people based in Iran, China, and the UAE. What do these sanctions really do besides just also send a message?
Well, I think it's denying space, it's denying and breaking up of networks, and that creates a bureaucratic fissure and rupture in existing networks that the Iranians have used to procure parts for its drone program. But make no mistake that the Iranians will be able to build back some of these networks. The U.S. plays a game of whack-a-mole, essentially, and it is forced to be keeping up with Iranian attempts at obfuscation and subterfuge through third countries like China and others that are helping procuring parts for its military programs. But make no mistake, the U.S. has to pair what what's going on with the sanctions with military action against Iranian targets. We're doing that with the Houthis to great effect, and I think President Trump should be applauded for that. But I think that there is an opportunity to reestablish and change the deterrence equation with the Houthis by striking Iranian targets that are resourcing actively the Houthis and providing intelligence for such Houthi strikes or attempted strikes on U.S. warships.
Interesting indeed. Jason Brodsky, Policy Director at United Against Nuclear Iran. Thanks for being with us on the Rundown this evening.
Thank you.
Now, we're going to be digging into the Houthi